What's going on, guys? Nate the Great coming at you. Just want to do a quick Facebook Live. It's so funny, man. Like, I literally did a Facebook Live thinking I was going to do it on my Nate the Great channel, but I did it on my marketing channel. I'm like, shoot, totally wrong message. Anyways, hey, I'm willing to get my reps in. Okay, so first off, my phone's about to die, so I can't do this for long. I did the other one extremely long. It was really great, but it is what it is. We'll get this rolling. So number one, is money important? Does money matter? Right? Are you motivated by money? Ask yourself, are you motivated by money? If it's no, I guarantee you you're kidding yourself. And if it's yes, great. All right. Money is important, guys. We live in a society where everything costs. I'm telling you, everything costs. Like, seriously, like this, painting, to paint the wall, it costs. You feel me? Like, traveling to a certain destination, it costs money, right? Filling your gas tank in your car, it costs. Like, everything costs. Pens costs. Food costs. Water costs. You got a water bill to pay. You feel me? So it's like, I need you guys to ask yourself this. Are you happy with where you're at right now? And if not, is money the reason? Because I guarantee you money is the reason, right? What's the difference between somebody that has $1 million in their bank account and somebody that has simply, let's say, $100 in their bank account, okay? Or you know what? Let's say 1,000, right? Either or, it doesn't matter. The difference is the guy with $1 million in his bank account, he has more confidence. Hopefully, he doesn't have much of an ego, because trust me, I've seen some pretty wealthy people that got some disgusting egos, man. It's ridiculous. His self-esteem is pretty high, and he's got a work ethic. Now let's come to the guy that has $100, right? Let's come to this guy, or even $1,000, right? His confidence isn't always there. He's more, I guess you can say, of an introvert, and it's not bad to be an introvert because I'm actually an introvert at heart. His self-esteem just isn't there. He's typically doesn't go out as much, and he's always wishing for things. Guys, the number one thing for money that I need you to understand, you can't wish for it. You got to work for it. You got to execute to make it happen. Because the more that you wish for something, right, instead of the more that, like Nike says, just do it, there's some inspiration behind that. Just do it, That's the difference. That's the difference between you and your dreams, bro. Like, why do you wish? Like, why do people call them dreams? Like, I'm dreaming. Oh, I just had a dream last night. No, that's cool, man. It's not your reality, though. My one of my mentors, CJ, the president of Eric Thomas and Associates, ETA, he said one time, I went to one of his conferences, he was like, one of the biggest things when I woke up one morning was, he said that one of his, I'm trying to recall what he said. I believe he said one of his family members died in his dream, and that woke him up. And from that moment on, he was like, you know what? A lot of you got all these dreams. A lot of you are pushed by, you want to do this, you want to do that, but you got to let your nightmares push you. I'm like, oh my gosh, this dude just said nightmares. Oh man, let that sink in. You got to let your nightmares push you, because when you let your nightmares push you, it's the stuff that you don't want to happen. It's the stuff that haunts you. I'm telling you, man. So back to the whole money thing. Let's come back real quick, because I like to get off topic. I like to go into my rants. Okay, I do that a lot on Snapchat, right? Nate TG Peterman. If you don't follow me on Snapchat, Nate TG Peterman stands for the great, of course, right? No ego behind that. Money is important, right? Money is absolutely important. You need it for honestly everything in life. I'm just being honest. You pretty much need it to buy things, right? And let me rephrase that. You don't need it for everything, right? You don't need it to simply volunteer for something. You don't need it to give, right? Because money, I'm a firm believer, money doesn't buy happiness, right? You don't need to be happy you don't need money to be happy. Right? I know people, I've seen people that don't have, a lot of money, and they're extremely happy, right? They're extremely happy living, where they live and driving what they drive, it's all a mentality, man. But I do know a lot of people, and I got a lot of friends that are entrepreneurs, and I got a lot of people that are business people, and I know a lot of speakers and things like that. I like to talk fast, And it's like a lot of them have dreams. A lot of them have all these, big. I want to buy a Lambo, dude. Nate, I just want to literally have a beach house. Like, that's cool, man. But like, your values are different than my values. Like, I really don't care about like having a Lambo. You feel me? Like, you got money, go ahead and buy it, dude. So this is what I need you guys to ask yourself. Number one, are you satisfied with where you're at? If not, why aren't you? Right? Is money a main issue of that? Right? So number one, are you satisfied where you're at? Number two, is money a main issue of that? Number three, if it is an issue, what can you do to improve your current situation and your current bank account? Right? Ask yourself those questions. What can you do? Write this down too. I'm telling you guys. After number three, number four. Okay, number four. What are you going to do to change that? What are you going to do? Maybe not today because you're going to plan out. What are you going to do tomorrow? What are you going to do the rest of this week? Don't wait a month. Don't wait 2 months. Don't wait a year. Don't wait 2 years. If you get a job, cool. Work more. Work more. And I don't mean your job. Work on your craft. What are you passionate about? Are you great at art? Are you great at writing? Are you great at, I don't know, singing? Right? And on your off time, when you get off work, maybe it's driving from home from work if you got kids, just work on your craft. Sing in the car. Don't draw in the car. I don't want you to have an accident, okay? Just fit it in. Make it happen. And then what I want you to do is I want you to practice. Like Malcolm Gladwell says in Outliers, 10,000 hours of practice. Kobe had it. Michael Jordan had it. You feel me? Practice. And once you master the craft, I just want you to give, dude. Just give. Because the more that you give, the more that you're simply just like giving your, hey, let's say you're a speaker. Hey, I just wanted to, I'm an up-and-coming speaker because you're networking. I'm an up-and-coming speaker. I was seeing if you had anyone, in your schools or anybody that was motivating your kids, I would love to just simply spread my message for, guess what? Free. Goose egg, zero. Free. Because when you charge and you don't really have much experience, you're kidding yourself, man. You want to give, okay? So guys, just to end this, money is absolutely important because money can help you get to where you want to be, right? But you don't have to have money to start, right? You don't have to have money to start. I'll tell you that, okay? You just got to start. Even if it's, well, Nate, I disagree. You do have to have, okay, eventually you will. But if it's just the small steps, like coming up with an idea, you're still starting. You don't have to have money for that, okay? So, guys, that's my live. That's my live for the day. Hopefully I brought you guys some value. So, with that being said, I will see you guys in about a few days. I'll be doing another Facebook Live, and I'll see you guys then. Have a phenomenal day. Nate the Great, out. See you later.